Welcome to another video, guys. This one, right, I thought you should definitely know because I make a few of these mistakes myself. Because I make a few of these mistakes myself. These are 5 things you should know before you start a diet, a fat loss diet, alright? So number 1 is managing your expectations based on the duration of diet you're doing. So what I mean is, you know, loads of magazines and stuff are telling us, you know, get shredded in 12 weeks, 8 weeks, even 6 weeks, and all that sort of stuff. But we gotta understand where we're coming from. So if you're someone with absolutely no definition, maybe you're 30+% body fat, in 12, 8, 6 weeks, whatever, you're not gonna make it to absolutely shredded, but you could make it to, you know, you could get a much flatter stomach, maybe even start to see some of the abs coming through. Now, it doesn't mean you can't eventually get there, you just gotta understand that this process takes time. So it's more reasonable for, you know, someone who's already really lean to go to absolutely shredded, or someone who's kind of lean to go to, yeah, leaner, or, you know, pretty lean. So I just wanted to know this because like me, I don't want you to get disheartened when you don't get where you think you were gonna get to. But that's just purely because it might not be the most realistic timescale. And number 2 kind of ties in with this, and that is muscle equals definition. If you don't have any muscle or not very much muscle, then even if you get down to 6% body fat, it doesn't mean you're gonna look like these dudes on Instagram and stuff like that. Because the bigger the muscle is, the more it's gonna push through those layers of fat and push through the skin, and that's when you're gonna see the definition. So that's why you might look at some people and think, well, how come he's 15% and he looks pretty shredded? And how come I'm 15% and I've got no definition at all? And that's literally the difference in muscle. So consider whether it is fat loss you need to be doing or whether it's muscle gaining. All right, next is your diet and calorie progression. So what I mean with this is, how do you intend to progress or drop your calories and change your diet and your training as you go through the diet? You don't need to know exactly, but what we don't want to do is go too low too soon on the calories, because then you've got nowhere left to go really, other than starving yourself as we progress through the diet, or if you hit fat loss walls and stuff like that, you know? So the last thing you want to do, and this is a very common thing to do, and I'm guilty of it too, is at the start, you just whack those calories right down because you want to lose fat as fast as possible. You're just going to be feeling shit, you're going to look skinnier, you might not even be losing that much fat. And that's purely because it's just too low too soon. You're better off starting as high as possible, checking the scale, see if you're losing weight. If you're not losing as much as you'd like to, maybe the 2 pounds a week, just drop those calories a little bit and then see if you're on the right track. That way you're gonna look fuller, you're gonna feel better, and you're gonna be able to progress better because you're gonna be able to add in that cardio later when you need it. So that's another point. Don't do too much too soon. Don't do too much cardio, too much training too soon, because that's not necessarily the answer as well. Because if you're already working out 6-7 days a week, what are you gonna do when you hit a wall? All right, number 4. I think this is probably one of the most common mistakes. A fat loss diet doesn't mean no carbs, just as it doesn't mean no fats. No diet is no fats. You need fats. We need fats to live, all right? Fats are so important for bodily functions. Obviously, I'm talking about good fats here, not just taking in a load of shitty saturated fat and stuff. So it doesn't mean you have to have no carbs. You can have as many carbs as you want, as long as your calories overall for the day or for the week are just under what you need them to be to lose weight. Energy in versus energy out. That's pretty much what it comes down to. But if you take in way less than you burn off, your body's just going to struggle to keep up with the processes it needs to do, because fat loss is a process. So that's why we can't go too low. And finally, number 5, more training doesn't mean more fat loss. So there's no point going to the gym 6-7 days a week and killing yourself, because you're going to find you've got no energy. Those workouts are going to feel a bit shitty, and you're not going to even maybe want to do the workouts, but you're going to push through them because you think it's what's going to make you burn fat. You'd be better off sticking to 4-5 days a week, having the energy because of those extra 2-3 rest days to absolutely kill those 5 sessions. And you're going to burn way more calories and feel way better and have much better sessions in those 5-4 sessions than if you had just tried to spread it out over the whole week or 6 days and you had sort of 6 mediocre sessions or okay sessions. You'd get way more out of these 5 awesome sessions. You could technically not go to the gym, not do any cardio. You could sit on your ass all day. As long as you eat the right amount of calories, you'd still lose fat. And also a tendency people have is to have their rest day, be sitting at home or whatever they're doing, and they feel like they're gaining fat on that day. Because they're not actually doing something they think is gonna burn fat, they think they're gaining fat. Because they're sitting there eating, but they're not expelling the energy. Don't forget, we're still recovering from the previous workouts. So your body is still expelling that extra energy because it's trying to recover you. And don't forget, the extra energy gives your body a chance to not worry about dealing with a workout, and instead it can focus on the processes like fat burning and recovering you for a better week ahead. Give this video a thumbs up, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know below which one you're probably most guilty of, because I know there's going to be one for everyone. And I will see you hopefully in 3 days time. 3 a week is the goal eventually. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you later. What do you reckon of my pink shorts, huh? Pink shorts, wearing them with confidence. Thanks, Connor. Alright, I'll see you later.